Alright y'all, fixing to swap out the exhaust on my truck, so I figured I'd kind of film what it sounds like now and what it sounds like after I get my new setup on it. And I'm going to kind of just test fit a few other setups and see what they sound like. Alright, this was the first setup I ran. This is just some old pipe that I cut up and made a turn down for. But it's 3-inch all the way, and it come out right in front of the rear tire here, like right by the frame. This is the larger style, like kind of like a Dynomax. It's just a knockoff brand. This is a FlowMonster from Summit. Just a straight through bullet style muffler. I'm gonna put this in place of this. All right, got that cut off, and I just tack welded this on because it's pretty tight slip fit there. And this is too, so I just put a little tack there. See what this one sounds like. Now, just to give you an idea of what it looks like under the truck, because I can't really get the camera good under there. I've got 1 3/4 long tubes back to a Y-pipe for a 1500, which I had to beat it in right here to clear the 4L80, and I had to beat it in right here to clear the front drive shaft. And the front header, I had to notch it in right here just a little bit where the front drive shaft come in, which these are the headers off my car, but I'm just using them to kind of show you the setup. And then it runs to a single 3-inch, and this was how it was set up on that muffler. And this was the setup you just heard. This is just long tubes to true 3-inch duals, and they were kind of turned down and out under the frame. I just kind of had it sitting up there. Wasn't like fully mounted or anything. I did have to move the ABS module. It was hitting somewhere right in here on the driver's side, and to actually mount these I would have to have a couple little bends in here on the driver's side. But that sounded really good. I really like that. That's what I used to have on my car. All right, this is the setup that I will be running. 1 3/4 long tubes to dual 3-inch. I made a crossover here to a Xpipe to the dual 3-inch FlowMonster, like bullet style mufflers. And then this will be, I haven't welded this yet all the way, but this will be run up toward the rear axle. And then I'm gonna put some either turn downs or just dumps over the rear axle. But that'll be the setup that you hear next. All right, y'all, they all sounded good to me. I really liked the way I had it, but I didn't like the white pipe, the way I had to crush it and stuff to make it fit on the 2500. So I wanted to change all that up, so I was like, I might as well go ahead and just make it true duals. But my final setup, it was the cleanest, loudest sounding, so I'm kind of glad I went that way with the Xpipe. Got it all welded up and it's in there good now. The dual, true dual, kind of side pipe style, that sounded really nasty. I like that too, but it was a little more poppy when I was driving it. I had more footage, but the phone doesn't work good in the back of the truck. It just once I loaded it on the computer, you should hear the wind noise and stuff. So unfortunately, I couldn't really use any of that footage. But hope you enjoyed it. God bless.